Hi people, welcome to my channel. I'm Arpita Karwa and in this video lecture I'm going to talk about research process. We've already discussed research methodology in brief in my previous video lecture in which I gave you a crash course in research methodology. In this particular video, I'm going to focus on one key aspect that you must know about research, that is the research process. Research करनी क्या होती है, कैसे करनी होती है, क्या steps follow करने होते हैं, flow chart आज हम discuss करेंगे research process का. Now, any research is going to have at least 8 steps and we are going to look at each of the 8 steps one by one. So, let's start. The first step in any research is formulation of research problem. Now, what is a research problem? Research problem is the thing you would like to research on. What is the question which is there in your mind before you want to carry out a research on it? Now, this particular area should be of your interest. You should be extremely passionate about it. Only then this research will be fruitful. You'll be able to give your 100% in carrying out this research. For example, if I am very eager to know what are the possible causes of panic attack, I should start with this research question. What is the question? What are the possible causes of panic attack? So this is the first step. You need to have a research problem with you. आपको पता होना चाहिए आप किस topic पे research करना चाहते हैं. Only then you can start with the next step. The second step in research process is review of literature. Now, what is literature? Literature is the theory which has been written on a particular topic. For example, if I want to do a research on possible causes of panic attack, I need to read a lot about panic attack before I can start with my research. So मुझे बहुत कुछ पढ़ना होगा panic attacks के बारे में. I might need to read 5-6 good books written by great scholars about panic attack. Also, I need to look at other researchers and their findings who have either done something in the field of panic attack or who've done some similar kind of research. I'll give you a very simple example. Suppose you want to research on Sanjay Leela Bansali's movie and its impact on the society. So, before you begin with your research, it's important that you've watched those movies, you have read the reviews of critics about those movies, you have read interviews of Sanjay Leela Bansali talking about his movies, and you have also read the research papers of other research scholars who have done their research on Sanjay Leela Bansali and his movies. This entire process of theory collecting, of reading, of conceptualizing is taken care in the second step, that is review of literature. The third step in research process is development of hypothesis. What is hypothesis? Hypothesis is a possible or tentative answer to a question. अगर मैं कोई भी क्वेश्चन डेवलप कर रही हूँ, मैं किसी भी टॉपिक पे रिसर्च कर रही हूँ, सो मेरे दिमाग में एक प्री कंसीव्ड रिजल्ट होगा. सपोज आई एम रिसर्चिंग ऑन स्टूडेंट्स, सो मेरे दिमाग में एक प्री कंसीव्ड नोशन है कि मेरे रिजल्ट यही बताएगा कि अगर आप पढ़ाई नहीं करते हो तो आपका रिजल्ट अच्छा नहीं आता. I am studying the impact of studies on test result. Okay. So, मैं रिसर्च चालू करने से पहले अपने आप को ये बोलती हूँ कि मेरी रिजल्ट की फाइंडिंग मेरे अकॉर्डिंग ये होगी कि जो बच्चा पढ़ाई नहीं कर रहा उसका टेस्ट रिजल्ट अच्छा नहीं आएगा. Okay. But suppose I do the research and I get the finding that बहुत सारे ऐसे बच्चे हैं जो बिना पढ़े भी बहुत अच्छा स्कोर कर लेते हैं एग्जाम में. Maybe because they are very observant, वो चीज़ें observe करके उन्हें याद करने की ज़रूरत नहीं होती. If you remember Three Idiots, we've never seen in that movie that Amir Khan was ever studying. But he was very observant, he was very practical, because of which he got the first rank in the exam. So if you look at hypothesis, hypothesis means a tentative answer which you are having in your mind before you even start the research. Now this answer can be proven true और फॉल्स बाय द एंड ऑफ द रिसर्च. सो हाइपोथेसिस को टेस्ट किया जाता है पूरी रिसर्च में, और हो सकता है रिसर्च के एंड में जो हमारी हाइपोथेसिस है वो गलत प्रूव हो, या हो सकता है वो सही प्रूव हो. सो this is the third step. Now there are different types of hypothesis, there are different theories related to hypothesis. We are going to talk about it in detail in our coming video lectures, but for now remember that making of hypothesis or creating an hypothesis is the third step of research process. The fourth step in research process is forming research design. What is research design? Research design is the method of conducting a research. आप रिसर्च कैसे करेंगे, ये मेथड को हम रिसर्च डिजाइन बोलते हैं. स्ट्रैटेजी क्या होगी आपकी रिसर्च करने की. I'll give you 2 examples of research and you'll automatically understand how 2 different research design would be used. The first example is if I want to do a research on the impact of Sanjay Leela Bhansali's movies on Indian audience, and the second type of research is if I want to know how a particular product can enhance the chemical reaction. Now in second case लैब में रिसर्च होगी. इट वुड बी एन एक्सपेरिमेंटल रिसर्च जिसमें मैं एक केमिकल मिक्सचर में डिफरेंट कॉम्पाउंड्स डाल के देखूंगी एंड देन आई विल सी व्हाट रिएक्शन इज टेकिंग प्लेस. ऑन द अदर हैंड संजय लीला बंसाली की मूवीज का इम्पैक्ट देखने के लिए मुझे पार्टिसिपेंट्स को लैबोरेटरी में ले जाने की जरूरत नहीं है. आई एम गोइंग टू ऑब्जर्व दैम. ओके, जब भी कोई मूवी चल रही है संजय लीला बंसाली की, आई एम गोइंग टू सिट देयर एंड लुक एट पीपल्स रिएक्शन एंड देन डेवलप माई research. So you can see different research designs will be used in different types of research. We are going to look into different types of research designs in our coming video lectures. For now, remember that formation of research design is the fourth step in research process. The fifth step in research process is data collection. Now, what is data collection? हम रिसर्च करते हैं लोगों पे या चीज़ों पे, एंड रिसर्च तभी वैलिडेट होती है जब वो बहुत सारे लोगों पे करी गई हो. एक इंसान पे रिसर्च करके यू कैन नॉट जनरलाइज दैट थिंग ऑन द एंटायर वर्ल्ड. बट अगर आप एक पर्टिकुलर ग्रुप पे रिसर्च करते हो देन यू कैन डेफिनेटली जनरलाइज इट टू द पब्लिक. मैं अगर 500 स्टूडेंट्स पे रिसर्च कर रही हूँ एंड आई एम चेकिंग द इम्पैक्ट ऑफ स्ट्रेस on the day of exam, I can generalize the result on the entire population. That means on all students. I can say that if this stands true for this 500 student group, then it is going to stand true for all the students across the world. So data collection is important. आप different students, different participants का data collect करके you assemble them together and then comes the next step, which is data analysis. आपने data collect किया by using different tools like interviews, questionnaire, standardized test, and on the basis of that data which is collected, you're going to analyze that data. So आप इस data को collect करके इसे Excel में या कोई और software में डाल के process करेंगे and then you are going to draw out a conclusion. So the fifth step is data collection and the sixth step is data analysis. कलेक्ट करने के बाद उस डेटा को जब आप सिस्टमैटिकली ऑर्गेनाइज करते हैं एंड एनालाइज करते हैं, ओनली देन यू कैन मूव ऑन टू द सेवेंथ स्टेप विच इज ड्रॉइंग कंक्लूजन. So seventh step of research process is when you analyze the data and on the basis of the analysis you draw a conclusion. So this is where you will test your hypothesis कि जिस hypothesis को लेके आप चल रहे थे क्या वो true है, या हो सकता है आपको बिल्कुल ही नई चीज़ मिले रिसर्च के बाद. पता चले आपने जो सोचा था, जो मिलना चाहिए रिसर्च के बाद, जो आउटपुट आना चाहिए, जो रिजल्ट आना चाहिए, वो तो आया ही नहीं, कुछ अलग ही रिजल्ट आ गया. So this is the seventh step which is drawing conclusion. And finally we move on to the eighth step which is report findings. That means you're finally telling it to the world what you've researched and what is the conclusion of your research. So अगर आपने कभी thesis लिखी है या आपने कोई paper present किया है, so this paper presentation and thesis writing comes under the eighth step which is report finding. By writing that thesis you are actually telling your conclusion to the entire world. So now that we've understood the 8 steps which a researcher must take in order to do his research, it's time to look at the previous year questions and see whether we can answer a few questions which were asked from this particular section. So let's have a look. So that's it for this video lecture. We are going to meet very soon in the next video lecture. Before you go, don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Press the bell icon so that you are notified every time I post a video on my channel. Apart from that, if you like this video, please give it a big fan thumbs up. Comment below if you have any suggestions, any queries, or you want me to make any more videos on any possible topic. We are going to meet very soon in the next lecture. Till the time we meet next, happy learning, keep loving literature, and stay tuned to arpitakarwa.com.